my YouTube channel. Firstly, I am immensely grateful for all the love you guys have shown me on my previous videos. It's honestly so unexpected because I had been putting this off for a very long time, and to finally see that you guys support, comment, and are always there to give me the thumbs up, it's just like a kind of motivation to keep doing more, which is why I curated this video. You probably have seen from the title, this video is kind of a guide to living our life 2020, most especially for myself, because looking back last year, I mean there's always this excitement at the beginning of the year, probably like I have right now, and before the middle of the year it's all gone and you're back to square one. So in this curated list that I have, I just basically went online, I searched for things that habits that I should drop, things I should stop doing, and I just compiled them all together, put them up in one post. So I'm just going to be telling you the do's and the don'ts that I intend to work on this year, and I think you might also want to if you already aren't doing any of them. So I'm going to start with the do's. Yeah, I'm going to start with the do's before then go over to the starting with one, ask for help. This is one of the things that I know that a lot of people find very difficult to do. Asking for help can make you seem like you're weak, but honestly, asking for help doesn't mean you're weak. No one is an island, no one can do everything on their own. So people are always there, no matter how lonely you think you are, how much you think you don't have friends, there's always someone that is willing to help you. People are always ready to help, and you would never know if you don't ask. So ask for help, just like the way people ask you to. You should ask for help. Telling myself this more because I always, when I want something or when I need people's help, I always feel like I don't want to burden them or whatever. But the truth is, when you ask, it can either be a yes or a no, and none of them would kill you. Be patient with results. This second one, I feel like it's a normal human thing to not be very patient when you're expecting something. For instance, when you're praying for something that you really want and it hasn't manifested, or you aren't seeing signs, and it's like God is never going to answer your prayer. So you have to be patient with results. Things take time. Also, I'd like to say this for people that work on their own. I can relate to this because I do that myself. When I start a new business, or I start a new page, or anything new, when I dabble in something new, I realize that I'm always so impatient for the results. I start something today and the next day I'm already judging myself and saying, why haven't I done this? Why haven't I done that? This is where I still am, when I'm just supposed to chill and keep doing what I do and expect the results to come out. Don't be too impatient for results. Eventually it's going to be out. Just have, make mistakes to learn. Sometimes I learned, one of the hardest things I learned about myself last year was that I do not learn from my mistakes, because when I'm being corrected, I'm always listening to respond and not necessarily take it in. I do not do this all the time, but I realize that it is one of my weakness, and this year I intend to be a better person by learning from my mistakes actively, or let me say intentionally noting that you've done this thing wrong and you want to do it in a better way. It's going to help you grow a lot. List your strengths. This is very, very important. It's just like how people say celebrate yourself. You need to know the things that you are good at, while you also know, okay, that's the don't, but you need to know the things that you are good at. Know that I'm very good at editing videos, I'm very good at writing, I'm very good at speaking, I'm very good at eating. Whatever it is that you know how to do best, know them, know your strengths, and kind of build everything else that you want around your strength. That way, of course there'll be a few weaknesses, but that way you know that you've got this. celebrate your effort. It just came right after. Celebrate your efforts. No matter how little the achievement is, celebrate it. When I make a post and I see 100 likes and I see 2 comments, however little, I always celebrate it. When I uploaded my first video and I got a couple of comments, I could barely sleep. I was up all night trying to look for video inspirations, trying to look for how to get better on YouTube. I was just basically here and there. I was so excited that I treated myself to good food. So please, no matter how little what you're achieving is, always celebrate yourself, always treat yourself. Don't wait for anyone to celebrate you. Focus on effort and not speed. This is the thing. Some people say it's something about working hard and working smart. I think this is something similar. When you are working, you need to focus on the progress you are making and not that I am not yet somewhere that you think you need to be. Focus on what you are doing. Oh, I've done this today. This is the thing I achieved today. Today I woke up a little earlier than I used to. Today I cooked 3 healthy meals or 1 healthy meal. Yesterday I did this. Yesterday I did that. You need to know the effort you're making rather than just doing everything anyhow because you just want to be there. Make short-term goals. I cannot emphasize this enough. Make short-term goals. I realized that last year when I made my goals, I made things like I want to do this, I want to do that, but they were not short-term goals. When you make short-term goals, it is easier for you to know when you've achieved them. Okay, I need to put up 2 videos in a week. I need to do laundry twice in a week. And monitor yourself during that week. You'll see that it's very easy to achieve. I need to write 100 words a day, or at least once a week. Very, very baby steps would help you develop whatever you're doing into an habit. If you just want to rush into it, there's a very high chance that you probably crash before you get to the top. List all your options. Whenever you have anything to do, work related, chores related, fun related, make a list of everything you want to do. If possible, you can go on Canva, design like a table, have a list of everything you want to do there in order of how you want to get them done. When you do that, it's easy to tick them off your list and say. And the easiest way I've noticed that this works is by doing them accordingly. Sometimes if you say, okay, I'm just going to do randomly, I just come back and tick different things and I haven't really done much, which is okay, by the way. But if you want it to be very effective, tell yourself, if I don't finish A, I'm not proceeding to B. If I don't finish B, I can't proceed to C. In that way, and give yourself a deadline such that you know, oh, no matter how much I feel like I need to be on Netflix or I need to be on YouTube, right now I need to finish this thing and proceed to B. That way you can keep track of whatever you're doing. Talk back to negative ideas. I would first start this one with negative self-talk. When I say something stupid, yes, I know I have said something stupid in my head, but it's not okay for me to say, oh my god, Mila, you're so stupid. I do that a lot. So honestly, before someone else wants to abuse me, I already have said horrible things to myself. So whatever someone else wants to say to me will probably not get to me. Avoid negative self-talk. It would not take you anywhere. When you start saying these negative things over and over again, you tend to start believing them. So you need to avoid negative self-talks, and you need to always counter any negative thoughts that come to you. So, oh my god, you're not good at this, tell yourself, I am good at this and I'm going to do it. Or I am not the best yet, but I'm going to get it right. Whenever you have these negative thoughts, always counter them with a good one, a positive one. Try a new way to learn. One of the easiest way for me to learn is by teaching someone else. So when I know something that I'm trying so hard not to forget, I always talk to someone about it. I always just find a way to bring up a conversation that ends up taking us back to that topic. Because when I realize that when I talk to other people, it kind of reinforces what I know. So find other ways to learn. If you feel like the way you're learning, for those in school, maybe the way you're studying, you don't remember a lot of things that you learn, find another way to always make sure that you're not out of options. Find another way to do it so that you can always use the word yet. This is these are really minor things that make a lot of impact in the long run. Whenever I want to tell myself that I have not done something or I am lacking somewhere, I consciously now tell myself that yet, meaning to say that I would get there. Or when I want to tell myself that I have not achieved this much, I always had when I would say I have not achieved this much, I always add yet to mean that I am still going to get there and I'm not just writing myself off. So always use the word yet. Try your best. Whatever you are doing, give it your best, give it your all. Make sure that you're really doing it in all sincerity and honesty to yourself first. For instance, this is very typical. My baby is in the living room, parlor, whatever. She's there, she's playing, and I know that she just wants attention, but I also know that I need to get this video done because this is my life and it's just going to be a cycle of that. There's no time my baby wouldn't want attention. She just woke up and I know that she probably isn't going back to sleep anytime soon. The sun isn't out, but guess what? I am here filming, and whether or not these challenges leave, I am still going to be here doing what I want to do, doing what I love doing, because it's my responsibility and it's a path that I chose. So regardless of how what challenges that you have, always try your best. If you feel like, oh, I've done so much and this thing is not working, I just want to sleep, because there are days that I'm exhausted, everything else is fine, and something just keeps ruining my day, and I just say, okay, this is done. Anyways, over to our don'ts. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever say, you can give yourself breaks. Oh, I'm going to rest and come back to this later. I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to take 2 days. I'm going to take 3 months. Time yourself. Don't completely say, you know what, I'm done, it's all over. Don't do that to yourself. Do not have unrealistic expectations. This one is my sub, because once I want to do something, I'm already thinking of the biggest, I'm already looking at the bigger picture. And when I look at the bigger picture, I'm just thinking of how I'm going to get there. And sometimes I miss all the steps that I'm supposed to take to get there. I'm just looking at the top. I'm looking at those at the top and what they're doing. And I want to automatically do what they're doing to get to where they are. It doesn't work like that. Do not have unrealistic expectations. Take it as slow as possible. Do not focus on only your weakness. As much as you need to know what your weaknesses are so you can fight against them, do not focus on them. Do not dwell on them. Don't keep yourself awake because, oh, you can't get this thing done. Rather, keep yourself awake because you're trying to get it done. Do not ignore your goals. So whenever you set goals, this has been me for a very long time. Do not ignore goals. Whenever I set my goals and I know that I can't meet them, or I already tell myself that I can't meet my goals, what I do is I shove them aside and I ignore them like they never existed. I know most of us do this when we set our New Year goals and all of these things, and after a while the excitement dies down and we're just like, no. We just completely act like we never had goals. This is not good. Never ignore your goals. Always make sure you're ticking something off your list. Do not compete with others. Competitions will drive you nuts. Stop. When you look at other people, you admire them, you want to be like them, but do not envy, because that often leads to competition. Then you want to be a better version of this person, and you're trying to beat that person too. That I feel like is a very stressful approach to life. And it just makes the whole thing, it takes away from the sincerity in anything that you're doing. So please do not compete. Do not always choose easy tasks. If you want to grow and you want to grow fast, do not always go for the easiest things. Sometimes you need to challenge yourself and do things that you feel like you can't do them, or they're daring. Just try, because when you go for the easiest things, you just kind of like become a local champion. Instead of thinking I can't do that, what you should think is, what am I missing? What am I missing by not doing this thing? Oh, I'm missing getting better at this. I'm missing. Think about all the opportunities you are missing by ignoring something you should be doing, rather than thinking that you just can't do it. Don't ever think that you are not smart enough. Just tell yourself, I will learn how to do this. Just like a tip, stop overthinking, stop worrying too much, stop trying to make everyone happy. You are not a Nutella jar, you are not jollof rice, and you are not sugar. Stop trying to make everyone happy. First, make yourself happy. Of course, you think about others, but please don't put everybody else before yourself. Life doesn't work like that. And stop living in the past. Stop living in the past and stop doubting yourself. When things go, let them go. Let them go, and so that you can have other things come into your life, and stop doubting yourself. The only and the worst thing you can do to yourself is to doubt yourself, because honestly, no one can place a limit on you if you don't place it on yourself. Anyways, this is a very kind of inspirational kind of video. I really do hope you guys love this video. I will be doing less of these videos because yeah, so straightforward and could easily get boring, but I always make them short as possible. If you do like this video, do give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and do not forget to put on that bell button so that you can be alerted whenever I post a video. Thank you so much. Bye.